one.
Super friend. Sit down. Bitch. Welcome back to another episode of Super Friend Sit Down.
Do you understand why anybody would ever come in a sock?
Listen, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you come in a sock, sometimes you come in a hole. Sometimes you come in a hole and you cover it with dirt.
Like the Pilgrims.
You gotta save it for later.
Is that what witch burnings were about?
No, dogs do that, and didn't people do that during like wars? Like they would dig holes and like hide their stuff in the hole. And
Is
then
that where
cover
spreading
it.
your seed came from? Like, did plants come from that? It was like Johnny Appleseed, just like a guy who came in holes and then whoop, tree. Welcome to episode 6, everybody. This
He had
is
a green
Super
thumb.
Friends Sit Down. I am your resident breeder, Alex Bianchini.
I'm your resident homo, Vincent Stampoulis. I'm not going to use that other intro that I just did because you didn't react to it at all. This is take 2 again because we're doing video today, so we're adjusting some kinks and
Talking about kinks.
talking about kinks. Yeah, what's today's episode about?
Kinks.
Sex. It's
Sex.
not about kinks. It's about sex.
We have a sign.
Let's talk about sex.
Baby.
Oh, Alex.
Shit.
Yeah, so today's episode is going to be about sex. But before we get into that, how was your week?
Well, if you're unaware of the date, it is Saturday, August 6th. Earlier this week, we dealt with a little bit of a tropical storm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how it hit over in your neck of the woods, but I lost power for a day and a half. Lots of trees down by my neighborhood. But aside from that, I mean, did some working, did some paddle boarding, went to the beach all day, did a little bit of bike riding. It's
Must be nice.
pretty active week. You know, I did my best to survive. I got
Have
some
another beer.
neat new beers from New York State. This one's from Hudson Valley. I've never had it. It's got a weird little guy with a sword on it. It's called Monomyth. Just gonna go ahead and hopefully this one doesn't spray all over the place. All right, but I mean that was really the majority of my week. How was your week?
My week was boring. Boring.
I contest that statement because I feel like you have a
My
little
week was
story
boring.
for myself and for the listeners.
And I'm going to get to that after I tell you about how boring everything else was, that this one
Cheers.
little nugget happened to just drop a little bit of excitement into my life. The tropical storm, a mess. We didn't lose power, but the basement's flooded still. I'm still cleaning that up.
Oh, really?
Worked a ton. While I was at work, I'm working. I have an Apple Watch usually on, so I get notified whenever something happens. And I get a Venmo notification that one of my friends from middle school is asking for $20 because she forgot her wallet at home and she needs to get gas. So I look, I see it's her name, I see it's her picture. I just hit approve Venmo transaction. Okay.
You're generous. Have you talked to this person?
Yes, I see her all the time.
Oh,
I do her hair on the ride.
Well, the way you say
Hey,
like
Kate, if you're listening.
the way you say it.
But I'm saying it's somebody who I went to middle school with. So it's not,
So we
it's
have
not like
a
somebody I met
history with.
yesterday. It's somebody who like I look at them and I look at their name and I say, oh yeah, I know who this person is. This is a good friend of mine.
Okay. I thought it was just like a random occurrence from a middle school person. And it was
No,
just
no,
like,
no, no.
Oh,
Well-
they need money?
Well,
Yeah.
so
Here's
then
generous Vince.
I just love to give. So I approve the transaction. I finish what I'm doing at with work, and then I text her and I say, "Hey, are you okay? I saw your Venmo request." And then I went to go look on Venmo to make sure like she got the money. I click on my activity. I sent money to a different person. They had a new profile picture. They had a new name.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I didn't even. Yeah, I really didn't tell you this. I was telling everybody about this. I was
yeah.
so pissed.
You sent me
I
the-
said save
you
it for
sent
the
me
podcast.
screenshot, and I was like, no, don't tell me
Yeah.
it now. I want to hear everything fresh when
So
we record.
I go to my Venmo, and then she texts me. She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Oh my god, I got scammed. I got scammed on Venmo." And Emily's niece talks about scamming people on Venmo all the time.
Like recreationally?
Bitch. All the time. You just go on like the public page and like you can literally ask people for money and sometimes they send it to you. I got because I fell for that. I got. I look at my email and I see like the request was sent by this person. It's their picture. My friend, it's her name and her picture. I click on it to take me to the Venmo transaction, and it's this person's new name. So I'm like, no shit, they really got me. It only got $20, but like, I was so mad. So I like try to figure out if there's any way that I could dispute it.
I mean, I would hope that if a friend asked you for like $100 or something, you'd be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I guess they were smart about something like that. They didn't ask for like an abundant amount of money.
You figure if you get enough people with small transactions, you can easily make a killing. But also, you're a fucking scumbag. Like,
so then she's like, "What are you talking about? What's going on?" And I was like, "Somebody used your name and your picture, and they got money from me." And she was like, she thought that somebody like hacked her Venmo. So she's like, "Don't take any money if it's coming from me. Don't accept any money. It's not me. I got hacked." So then I'm like, no, you didn't get hacked. This person just saw that you sent me money in the past, or that I've sent you money, and they were like, oh, they'll do it again. So I go to their page and I hit the request money button, and I request $20, and I said, "Nice try. You really had me going. I'd like my money back, please."
that's a ballsy attempt.
I know.
I mean,
I
guess.
And if you're listening to this podcast and you stole my $20, how dare you? Let me tell you about how this went, though, because not only was that a horrible part, it gets worse.
I think this is the part I'm most excited for.
So I'm going to request my money back from them, and I put that witty ass caption, and I hit request.
Witty ass caption.
And then my friend says, no, you have to say, I sent it to the wrong person. I sent my mistake. Like, you have to acknowledge the fact that it was a mistaken transaction. So then I went and I did it again. And Venmo needs to make 2 separate buttons because they have a pay or request button. You hit it, and then you type in the amount you want or that you're going to send.
And then from there,
it's you either hit pay or you hit request, and they're in such weird spots you never realize which one you're doing. So I sent this guy another $20.
You sent him a total of $40?
I gave him $40 fucking dollars. And then I did it again after I realized that, and I like screenshot everything as it's happening. So I'm sending it to this person in like a support chat, and I'm like, I keep messing up. Help me.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh my God. Yeah. DJ Khaled would be so upset with me.
Oh man. You literally
another one.
Yeah, you sent another one. You dummy.
So, thankfully, they were able to give me half of that money back. So I got the $20 I actually sent him on purpose by accident back.
Okay. I mean,
that makes
so it's
absolutely no
not
sense.
like a full scumbag.
So, well, no. So Venmo was just like, oh, they didn't take the money out. You have to hit transfer to balance. If you hit transfer to balance, transfer to bank, they can't get the money back from you anyway. But if it's still sitting in their Venmo account, they can just go in and pull it out.
Okay.
So they cashed out real quick, and then they didn't cash out quick enough though, because they could have had an extra $40, but they only got 20. And I'm hoping that they needed it more than I did, because there's got to be something.
You probably secondhand bought drugs, or like secondhand bought a hand job or something.
Wouldn't be the first time.
For someone else?
I've bought many a things for other people, and I've been paid to do many a things for other people.
You're like the Pied Piper of whacking it. There's an episode.
The
name.
what? The what? Okay. All right.
Yeah? You good?
I'm fine. I'm okay. No, I'm not. I'm still upset about the Venmo scam.
Dude, you should be, but also fuck that guy or girl or
Oh,
person.
fuck whoever they were and why they did that. But
Yeah. Really, fuck anybody who's
speaking of fucking,
scamming or conning or anybody. But yeah, speaking of fucking,
let's get into today's subject matter. Alex, briefly explain to the people what we're talking about today.
So to those of you that are listening,
I'm like waiting for you to talk. Yeah.
to those of you listening, I put my
This
right
guy.
index finger into a hole that I made with my left index finger and my thumb to let everybody know
That you have the mental level of a 14-year-old when it
12
comes to this.
12, like a freshly birthdayed 12-year-old. Like the blossoming of puberty.
I need you to just stop making these really cringy remarks about how young you're trying to aim to be. I said 14 because, like, that's high school age. You're
I
just
know. I was trying
dig
to
yourself into a deeper hole. Maybe you'll find Jeffrey Epstein with you. Bitch.
so grave.
Yep. Anyway,
Dig my own grave. That's fine.
tell them about the episode, not your fingers.
They're very sausagey. So Vince and I are going to talk about different viewpoints of the male sex world.
Oh, yes.
It's really weird to word this. It's on the board. We're going to talk
It's on the
about
board.
sex.
We're going to talk about sex, and we're going
If
to
you
talk
can-
about it for a while.
If you can read, you'll know what's going on.
If
So-
you're listening to this, you obviously see what the title of the episode is.
But
So
if you can't-
let's stop beating around the bush, or let's start beating around the bush.
Start beating into the bush. Hey! Or if you can't read, like my illiterate friend here, just listen.
Oh my god.
Would you like to kick things off? Would you like to do the honors?
How old were you when you lost your virginity? Let's start there.
Sure. 18.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you the story. The story behind it
Oh
was...
my god.
It
I
was
can't wait, because when I tell you about how I lost my virginity,
so embarrassing. So I had gone to a concert with my girlfriend at the time, and
what concert?
we went to go see Alkaline Trio.
Wow, I'm sure they were amazing. I'm so unfamiliar with that band. Keep
fine.
going.
They were really awesome. So we got home.
I
came
could
home
never
from
be
the
like
city.
Fall Out Boy. Like, why can't you go to like a concert of someone I know?
Alkaline Trio is like a pop punk band, but they're like a very, like, they actually are really, really big. But I'll play you a song when we finish. So came back home from New York City and started making out in the basement. And next thing you know, clothes are off and things are happening. And I suit up. Protection. Be safe, everybody. And it's just like a lot of nervousness because like I'm 18 at the time, and like we hear footsteps upstairs, so there's just like a lot of nervous like poking and prodding, trying to get everything working correctly. And then eventually like more footsteps, and then we panic, and then it's just like, I should bring you home.
Oh my god.
And then eventually like another day is when it was successful, but it was really just erratic and embarrassing and funny to fail at penetrating.
Was it the best 40 seconds of your life?
No, because it didn't happen.
So then, that's not how you lost your virginity then. If you...
No, I told you after, like, a different experience. What?
So when you tried to lose your virginity. See, there's a difference. You,
Well, it's
you
not
can tell
a-
me about a time like when you tried to lose your virginity and then the time you
not a
actually lost your
fun
virginity.
of a story where it's like, we tried a second time and I fucked her.
Congrats.
And that's it, yeah.
How far apart were these attempts at
Probably like a week.
Oh my god.
Within a week or so.
Okay. Let me tell you about when I lost my virginity.
Go ahead.
I was freshly 15
Okay.
in high school. My friend had set me up with one of his friends who was 18. So I was like, ooh, he's old. Old boy, yeah. I don't date high school boys.
Wait, I have to ask. Was this pre or post having sex with a girl?
I was going to get into that later because it was after.
Plot twist. Plot twist.
The plot thickens. So we start texting.
No, this is you and the guy.
This
right?
is me and the guy.
Okay.
We start texting. Haven't met each other yet. We arrange a time to like meet up and hang out and have like a date. His mom picks me up at my house, brings me to his house. We sit in his room, and we're watching The Hills Have Eyes 2.
The most, the most erotic of the series.
Ow. Is it? No, I don't know.
No, it's a grotesque movie.
Absolutely. Some guy like shotguns his face off in a porta potty.
Yeah. It's so
I never
grotesque. Like it's just crazy. It's just like we watch this really violent and gory movie, and they're like, "Fucked."
No, we didn't watch it and then fuck. We watched it while we fucked.
That could be worse.
Absolutely. I said as we were like getting, because we were watching it and then we started touching and then we started making out and then like we were just like, is this what we're gonna do? Is this how it's gonna happen? Okay, great. So then we're doing this, and the whole time I'm doing this, I'm like, am I really losing my fucking virginity while The Hills Have Eyes 2 plays in the background? Is this how it's really gonna happen? And it did. His mother and father were in like the living room. I'm
Just with their ears against
I wouldn't
the
say that
doors.
I'm like embarrassed, but I feel bad looking back on it. Like, oh, like I should have like not done it with like other people in the house, I guess.
Yeah.
But I did because horny teenager.
Yeah, there's been a number of times where either someone has been home
Uh-huh.
or I didn't know they were home, and then I found out later. I was like, ooh. Sorry.
My mother's had to tell me and my boyfriend to keep it down because she can hear us sometimes. And I said, oops. Sorry about it. So let's talk about...
Wait.
What?
So that was the guy.
Oh, you want to talk about the girl?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can I say...
mean,
all right.
I guarantee you everyone
The
on
cat's out of the bag. I'm not a gold star gay.
I guarantee you everybody on the other side of that lens is like, whoa, wait, dude, the gay dude put his dick in a girl and we're not going to talk about it?
Absolutely. My mother always told me to try things before I decide I don't like them.
And if it doesn't make you bleed or cry.
If it doesn't make me bleed or cry, I'll do it. Yes, it was very brief. It was shortly after I lost my virginity. And it's a salty slit. Like, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Like,
So-
it just doesn't do it for me. If you
Well-
like ladies, great. Like, I love the female body. I appreciate it, and I think they're beautiful. They just don't do it for me sexually.
So when you did it,
Yeah.
did you like go in and like test the waters and you were just like, this isn't for me, sorry, or did you like? Did
Oh
you
no, I
finish?
had to finish.
Okay.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
I was.
Mama ain't raised no bitch. Yeah, no. I had to finish because I like it was going, and I was like, all right, this isn't terrible. It's just it wasn't as enjoyable for me as like the other stuff was. You know, I'll make out with girls all day, every day, though. I love girls. I think women are beautiful, amazing. John Mayer, Body Was a Wonderland. Absolutely. I just don't want to have sex with you. I appreciate you and I love you. I just don't want to fuck you.
That's fair.
And that's why they all want to be my best friend.
That's fair.
That was the one thing that that was the only reason why straight guys liked me in high school. Is that they were like, "Oh, you probably get to see so many girls without their shirts on, right?" And I was like, in my head, no, I
That
don't
is
see anybody without their
such,
shirt on.
like, that's such cliche, like freshman in high school. Like, bro, how many boobies you seen?
Oh my god!
Do
Yeah,
they just
absolutely.
show you because they trust you? Can you get me a bruh?
Oh my god, I hate
Me?
you.
You should.
You absolutely. Did you ever ask that to anybody?
What?
These things you just asked to me?
No.
Oh my god! Thank God. Because do you know how annoying it is when people ask? Like, I would have to punch you here and now if you had ever asked somebody about seeing tits.
Do you understand?
Google. If you were like seriously going up to the gay guy in the school and saying like, "Huh, have you seen a lot of tits?" and you expect them to give you this like pictographic reinterpretation of what the tits looked like, no, just go on Google. Google boobs. Google, like just Google boobs.
Is Google boobs like Google Maps? You just like,
It's not gonna tell you where to get them. That's
it's
Tinder.
just an app. It's Google boobs. There you go.
Tomorrow, Google's main thing is going to be Google, and the double O's are going to be two tits.
Do you want saggy? You want pancake nipples? What do you want? You want perky?
Whoa! All right, we're not going to get that descriptive, Alex. I need you to calm
Yeah.
down.
All of a sudden, I'm too vulgar. Fuck you. Get out of here with that.
I don't know if I've told you this. Let me update you on my journey, guys. I've tried really, really hard not to swear.
You've been doing a great job.
I've been doing pretty good for the last 20 minutes.
I think we're at 2, and they're both from me.
I've definitely said it maybe a couple of times, but that's because I sometimes don't even realize that I'm saying it. And if I have learned though, nerves make me curse a lot, so I'm nervous. Everybody, yes, I'm not perfect. Nor did I ever claim to be, but it made me curse so much more that when I edited episode 4, guys, I had a piece of paper and a notepad, and I had a curse count, and I was just counting every time I said a curse, whether it was like the F word, ass, bitch, any word that was not deemed appropriate. I had to do a little check mark, and I stopped counting at 26 because I really didn't want to keep going.
He made it from 0 to 3.5 minutes.
That's not true. That's not true. What was it? An hour, almost an hour and a half. And I want to say like an hour, and at 26, I was just like, all right, I didn't curse that much in the last 30 minutes. I'm not gonna count. Little teeter check. Teeter tot. Oh, tater tots. Ooh. Where can we get tater tots? Is Sonic open?
They might be. Burger Express?
Burger Express doesn't do tater tots. I wish they would, though. Burger Express.
Sponsor us.
Feed us. I'll pay you. Just give me chicken.
So on to before we lose topic, which we're really bad at. I promise you we're working on it. What is the craziest thing you've done, and where?
Sexually?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I can't go first for this. You have to go first for this.
Because it's just going to be...
Because what I'm going to say is I already know, like, I have a wilder, crazier story than you. And you know it, too.
It's not a contest.
No. But you have to build up. You can't open with the best.
But now that you've
got
said
to build up.
I know exactly where you're going. But, all right, fine. So,
like, how did you, like, did you think I had anything crazier than that?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
Stay tuned.
So, for me... a couple years ago, I went to Costa Rica with my ex, and we were on our way to an excursion, and we were going to go, like, zip lining and to, like, hot springs and stuff. It was, like, an all-day thing. And the van we were in, we stopped for people, like, use the bathroom and stuff. Everybody got out, and we were like, no, we're good, whatever. And we're in the van, and just, like, sitting there, like, talking, bullshitting, and then we look around, and we lock eyes, and it's almost as if we telepathically spoke, and the next thing I knew, I was in her mouth. So it was very exhilarating, because it's like, oh shit, like
public play is very much that. Yeah. There's this weird like rush that comes with it.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that like we didn't get to finish things up, but later that night, we were just like, we just had dinner, and we were just walking around our resort, and we found just what we thought was like a dark spot, like by the beach in the trees, and so we started going at it there, and
no sand though, right?
No,
Sandy
we were near the beach, but not on the beach.
Okay.
And I thought we were like behind some trees, like in some bushes and shit. Next thing you know, the following morning hits, and we go by that same exact area. Lo and behold, it's just an open patch of land with one skinny palm tree, and we were just like, "Oh shit!" Oops.
You guys had sex behind the world's smallest bush, thinking you were covered.
It's like if I got behind the mic stand over here, and it was just like, "We're hidden."
No.
Nah. It was dark enough out. I mean,
as long as it was dark enough.
I was dark enough because we were
crazy kids on vacation.
We were in the dark, and where our resort was located was essentially just like tucked into the jungle, essentially. So It was just dark all around us.
So that's your wildest sex story in Costa Rica. I gotta say, you get brownie points for being in another country.
Yeah, I mean, there's some fact. I mean,
Costa Rica. I was not in another country. I was in another state.
Public, other country.
Public,
vacation.
other country, yeah. My wildest sex story comes from when I went to California when I was...
that with comes from.
I'm sorry?
I said, I like how you started that with comes from.
Gotta keep it gay.
As a straight man, I don't come. I just finish and it's over. So, gay dudes.
Wait, hold on. Because I've only had the one experience for straight sex, like, and I'm me. So, like, when straight guys are fucking, and they're just like going at it, and they're going at it, and they're going at it, and then like they're getting ready to come, do they just like go, "I'm gonna come"? Okay. I came.
No.
It just.
No.
Okay.
Because sometimes.
So it's not that boring.
Sometimes it gets. It's not. It's not like two librarians just like, honey, I'm coming.
Librarians are probably the kinkiest people because they're so like tame, relaxed, and chill at work, and so like reserved. And then they go home and they're like, "Welcome to the red room, bitch.
Put those knuckles in me." No, like it becomes like an interactive experience. Like they'll be talking. We're like, yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing because like I've definitely had like dirty talk during sex. They'll be talking and I'm like, what are you talking about? Did you get milk from the store today?
Yeah, no, it's one of those.
Do you want to order takeout after this? Chinese or pizza? I don't really want either of those.
Yeah, no,
just shooting the shit.
Yeah, literally shooting shit. No, that's every single time I was about to come with anybody I've ever been with. It was always like, "What movie you want to watch next?" Ugh! Yeah, no, that's not how it fucking works. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, tell your story.
Okay, so I'm 20 years old and I go to California for a week with my really good best friend Emily and her boyfriend Joe. And we're in California. We get a hotel room. I have a bed. They have a bed. We share one hotel room. So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well, they're a couple. They probably want like alone time, date time. They probably want to like get it in. They want to smush because Jersey Shore. I've been watching too much Jersey Shore lately. They want to smush. So one day when we get back, I'm on Grindr and I get a message from a guy and he's like, "Oh, I'm in your hotel room. I'm in your hotel."
Oh,
I'm in your hotel.
It's your horror movie thing where it's like, I don't want to deal with demons, but if someone's in my room, this is literally the scenario.
My God.
This is the scenario where I'm in your hotel room. I'm gonna pull your guts out, and you're like, I'm gonna push your guts in.
I'm gonna push my guts out too when I prolapse this ass on your hand.
Remember to dial back to when I was too gross to prolapsed assholes. Everybody, continue, please.
It happens. Do not shame people who have anal prolapse. Don't you dare.
I'm not shaming anybody, but I mean, I've seen it, and it's weird, man.
It's a miracle. It's never happened to me, so I can't tell you anything else about it. I've seen it, and I don't know what it feels like. But back to my story.
But feel free to DM us your experience.
Oh my God. Yeah. Go ahead. So I'm on Grindr, and I get a message from a guy. He says, "Oh, I'm staying in the same hotel as you. I'm on the 4th floor, and we were on the 2nd floor." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. You're only like a short walk from me." He's like, "Oh, do you want to come to my room?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" I'm in California. I'm not even going to like do the whole like rigmarole of trying to get pictures and talk about the interests or that. So I'm like, "All right, guys, I'm going to be gone for a while. Have fun, you two." And then I like get out and I go up the 2 floors to the hotel room, and I like knock, open the door. The guy's like, "All right, come in, take off your clothes." And I was like, "Wait, what?" I take off my clothes the minute I walk in, and then like I walk down this short little hallway, and then it's just a full blown meth orgy.
I don't remember it being a meth orgy.
Oh, sometimes I leave that part out. Sometimes I leave it out because it's just. I mean, I didn't do it.
It's a little too much seasoning for your steak.
Like, I just don't know how far I could scare straight people with my like wildest gay sex story. So meth orgy in California. There's one guy just taking it up the ass. This other guy's laying on the couch getting his dick sucked by this guy, and then the one guy's fucking him. So there's four guys going. The guy comes to get me, and he's like, pick a spot and do what you want. And it's like, oh, okay. So I literally could have just like sat there with my legs crisscross applesauce, just like watching, being a full-on voyeur. Like I had no idea what to do. So I sit next to this guy who's getting his dick sucked, and I'm like, so what's going on here? I'm very nervous.
You know that scene from Borat where he goes to the house?
No.
Wait, no.
Scene? Wait,
was it Borat or was it Bruno?
which one?
It was Bruno.
Okay. Oh wait.
He goes to like a southerner house.
I remember this.
And it's like, what the fuck are you doing there, boy? It's like,
yeah. So I was very nervous because I had only had sex with one other, like one-on-one up to that point. So like to see 5 other people, and I'm just like, here we go. let's check this off the bucket list. So I'm sitting next to this guy who's
getting blown.
He's getting blown, but like I'm like mesmerized because it's the thickest penis I've ever seen. It is like the size of the can thick. It was thick. 3 C's. And I'm just like mesmerized, and I'm like, wow. They don't do dick like this in New Jersey. Like, whoa, this is big. So then I'm like staring at him, and I was just like, can I touch it? Which he lets me. And then he said, he's like, you're allowed to, yeah, you could touch it. But you're not, there's only one bottom here. And I was like, okay, like, that's fine. I don't care. I'll do whatever the fuck you guys tell me to do. So then after like losing the nerves and just everyone's starting to get into everyone, we start like running a train on this guy. And so he's on the bed, and like everyone's just kind of like going to Pound Town. It's my turn. So I'm like going.
Did you trip?
No, I almost did over all the fucking meth pipes. Jesus Christ. Do you know how many times I had to say, no thanks, I'm good. Do you have water? You offer the meth pipe, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's cool. Party and play is not for me when it comes to that. Or hardcore drugs in general, really. But, so then it's my turn, and I'm doing it. And then I didn't want to, like, come inside of this guy's ass.
That's so polite.
I know, but it was more out of like my own fear because I had never had like bareback sex up to that point. So like my first bareback condomless unsafe sex was at a meth orgy in California with 5 other dudes. I was reckless. I said, why not? I'm in California. I don't know what was going on in my head, but I was in like this weird mental state where I was just like, yeah. I was very yes and. Yes, like I was not in the no. I was yes and. Like keep adding to it.
I just want them to think I'm cool.
We'll talk about that in a second. No, because I have something to say when we get to the body count area. But so instead of me coming in him, I pull out and I just come on his left butt cheek, and one of the other guys who had just finished licks up my cum off this guy's ass, licks it up, just totally just high as a kite. And that's what I think is like why what I'm about to say still just resonates with me, because I can't even mimic the tone or the expression or just the way that he said it. All he said to me was, your cum tastes like the icing off a cinnamon roll.
I heard that story.
How many years? Yeah, years ago.
However many years ago. To this day, I have not had a cinnamon bun.
I'm so sorry to anybody who I've ruined cinnamon buns for.
But also, you're welcome.
But also, that's a story.
You're also welcome for the lack of calories and like
They're insanely bad for you.
lethargic feelings.
One Cinnabon, 5,000 calories. What? 5,000 calories.
Meanwhile,
And they're like,
you can just suck this guy off and get the same effect, and none of the bloat.
can I tell you something? Protein, carb free, and fat free.
All natural.
Yeah, high protein, bitch. Get into this shake. We're disgusting. We're disgusting, vile human beings. We need to be stopped. We need to be stopped.
Everybody regrets this episode. People are driving in their car on their way to their family vacation down the shore,
or they're on their way to their next hookup,
or they're on their way to work. And they're just gonna be sick. Christ.
All right, so shifting gears from our wildest, craziest sex stories, let's just go to like your everyday kind of fuck. You're not having sex every day?
Bring us through your daily routine. You get it up, you get it in, you get it on, and it's over.
And that's it. And then you get on with your day. But like, what is your just like baseline? I guess you could say. Like, are you someone who like what's like the checklist on like this is my like bare minimum I want to happen today for sex? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I mean, so I have two different versions of this. Sometimes,
Okay.
like, excuse me. Sometimes, like, you just have the morning wood, and it's just like, it's go time.
Oh, this is you just jerking off.
No, I'm talking like... No.
Like you wake up with your partner and you have morning wood. Gotcha.
If I'm going to jerk off, it's just going to be like, well...
A sad, lonely experience.
Yeah. But like there were times where it's just like you roll over, morning wood, either it gets noticed or it gets grabbed or you poke your partner with it,
smacked away,
and then you go.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just like it's up already, you get it on.
I'm not talking about like your initiation. I'm not talking about like how you go about like initiating sex.
If you would let me finish.
Okay, because you're just not answering the question that I asked you.
So like,
I didn't realize I needed this much foreplay.
That for one thing, foreplay always has to happen. If it's a morning wood thing, it's a morning wood thing. But if you have time dedicated to having sex with your partner, foreplay has to happen.
1,000%.
Whether it's as simple as just like touching, making out, like kissing the neck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like what is something if you're okay. It's a definite. You are having sex right now. What do you want to happen in the next however many minutes you're having sex? Kissing, touching, jerking, stroking, body contact, hickeys, like oral sex.
You know that
69.
You know that
ass to mouth.
You know that Animaniacs song where he names all the countries. I feel like you just said that.
That's me.
But
I can't name the countries, but I can name a lot of sexual positions.
There's no like set criteria as to like what needs to happen, but for me, I genuinely have a better experience if I get to eat out.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Everyone loves to eat out.
Yeah.
And if you're not eating out,
and if
you're not eating out, go listen to Call Her Daddy's episode called the Gooch Gobbler like special or something, where they talk about eating out pussy.
Love it.
It's one of their greatest episodes. If you aren't someone who is eating out or isn't comfortable eating out, go listen to those girls talk about it because they know what they're talking about.
Easily one of my favorite things to do. Because it's just
doing a service to your local town.
Yeah. I mean, you had mentioned 69 before.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like 69 is not as fun for straight people.
It's not as fun. I mean, I am a huge fan of a good old-fashioned face sitting.
I was just... you read my mind. I was literally going to say, do you like it when a girl sits on your face?
Oh, my God.
Just have a seat, sis.
Just suffocate me.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what your next?
No, hold on. Because the reason because you can set yourself up for both the 69 and the face in the same positioning, but when one person does the work and one person, like, you have the giver and you have the receiver.
Yes.
When you have that going on, it's just so much better for both parties, especially since, like, if your partner is now upright, it's just easier because now the distance is lessened. You don't have to crank your neck up or, like,
get a pillow,
pull the body down. Yeah,
get a pillow.
It doesn't always work as well.
Oh my god, amateur hour.
And also for the pillow, you're still laying flat. You're still laying flat. You have to still make your way up a little bit. Meanwhile, if it's just
okay, I'll remember that when I sit on your face later.
Great.
Now, how important is reciprocation for you? Are you a giver and a receiver? Are you 50-50 in that? Or are you like, I like to give more than I like to receive, I like to receive more than I give? Are you greedy?
100%. 100%. I would rather, don't get me wrong, love to receive.
Okay.
I'm a giver.
Okay.
When it comes to oral, absolutely. I will get lockjaw happily.
Oh my god.
And
can that happen from doing that?
depends.
I know it can happen from sucking dick, because
Depends on the intensity. There's a lot of movement, man.
Are you one of those people though that spells the alphabet?
No.
Like, if you're spelling the alphabet while you're trying to eat a girl out, like, she can tell you're making letters with your tongue. It's not that hard to decipher.
No, I'm writing
Spell out your grocery list.
I'm writing a novel.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, it gets to the point where, like, I know for me, like, when I come up for air,
Okay.
or when I come up to move on to either receive or to, like, just have sex, I want my beard to be just, like, saturated.
Okay.
And I feel like that is also, like, a good turn on for, like, the girl to see too. It's just like, holy shit, you just did that. Just
see, now I'm a guy and I have sex with guys. So, like, we taste each other's stuff all the time. Surprise. We taste each other's stuff all the time. Do girls like tasting themselves on you? What just happened to you? What happened to you? What did I say?
No, I was laughing at the fact of your statement.
Okay. I just saw you, like, almost spit up your beer.
It's the way you said that. You taste each other's stuff. So I mean, it's never been like wipe off first.
Okay.
It's never been.
Okay.
And then that's just part of like the successful dirty talk, and I say successful because there's, like, the awkward where it's like, where you say, like, you like that, and you try to, like, incorporate, like, you like that dick, baby. I got real gross about that. I'm sorry, that was gross.
Yeah, because you definitely if you've had sex with Alex and he sounds like that when he does dirty talk, can you please let me know, because I do not believe that for a second.
Yeah. It's funny too, because that sentence was the clearest I've
ever said it. Probably
it's always comes like, yeah, baby, dick, love. What? I didn't say anything. Just keep going.
Oh my god.
No, I'm really bad.
So bad at dirty talk.
Really bad.
But are you good at sexting?
Sexting?
Yeah. Like dirty talk and text.
I would say I don't have a lot of experience doing it, but I think so.
I can't relate.
I'm good at
I sex like 60 people.
I'm good at, like, writing, so I mean, I would think I'd be okay at it.
I'm not asking you to write a love novel to a vagina, Alex. I'm asking you to be like, you want this dick later, baby? Like you don't have to write a Shakespearean verse to send to somebody.
But I'm saying, like, it's not a stammering sentence when I have the opportunity to, like...
Right. Okay, so you're saying as long as there's no typos from your fat sausage fingers.
No.
Ah!
But, I mean... Fingers also do the job.
You're good for fingering?
I would say so.
Okay. Some people are.
Too, I mean,
some guys aren't into it, and then some girls don't like it because guys don't know how to do it.
I like it. I feel like my fear is being too rough.
Okay. Rule number 1: trim your nails.
Oh, absolutely.
Trim your nails. If you know that your fingers are going to go in anywhere sensitive, even if it's going in the mouth, trim your nails.
Yeah.
You think a girl wants your freaking dirty ass mechanic, filthy, oiled, dirt, grease, grime.
Or hangnail. Yeah.
Wash your hands, too. Trim your nails, wash your hands. Step 1 and 2. You're on your way to a great finger sesh.
Also valid for the pandemic.
Absolutely, yes. Sex. It relates to life.
It creates life.
Oh, yeah. You read my mind. Get out of here.
But yeah,
Get out of here.
I feel like I'm looking at my hands as if I just fucking saw them for the first time.
Are you a 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink kind of girl? Do people want that?
So
is that like a thing? Do people like this?
So unless the pinky is like heavily lubricated, it just doesn't work. And also, like, it's just awkward. Like, at least from my experience.
Spit or lube?
I'm
rapid firing these at you. They're just coming to me. What'd you say?
Both.
Okay.
But in terms of the fingering, I think one thing that works well for me is that I've been a musician for so long. So between guitar,
he knows how to tickle the strings.
But I mean, between guitar and drums, I mean, I can like, you've heard like my nervous.
Yes, I have.
Pitter patter.
Always, so. Absolutely. That's what makes you you.
Nervous pitter patter.
Now your nervous pitter patter somehow equates to you being an excellent fingerer. Finger.
Well, it's because if I were to go like if it's one instance where like I'm, specifically doing that, I'm specifically fingering, I can
you just slip your whole hand in.
No.
Oh my god.
Doesn't equate at all. But like you could easily be like other hand like like around the neck or like pulling the hair or doing something of like
making use of what you've got.
Right. And then the other hand is just going to town and being like between guitar and drums, I feel like I've built like a certain, I don't know, like stamina with my wrists where I can move them quickly for a long time.
There you go.
Because to my musicians out there, if you know what a blast beat is, it's kind of like that. I don't do it often because I feel like nobody just wants to get like blast. For 3 minutes straight. Like nobody wants that.
Yeah, I don't want you knocking on the door of my love like that. It's too much. Or as Dave and Jay would say, your soul door.
Nah, I'm not trying to blast down the soul door.
Nope. No. But butt sex
with 2 T's.
Butt sex. You've had anal sex? Mm-hmm. You've put it in someone's butt.
I have.
It's been a girl though. Sorry guys. My gay friends specifically. Do you enjoy it?
The first time I did it,
okay,
I didn't know what to expect because I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
But once I like warmed her up to it, and once like things started moving, I was like, okay, this is awesome. But
are you a double dipper?
Like go from one hole to the other?
Yep.
I didn't know the etiquette, so I can't say that I ever have.
Okay. Do you know what I just thought of?
What?
That person on Tinder, their bio.
Oh.
The bio where it says, "A kiss makes my day, but anal makes my whole week." Oh, I love that. Whew.
So what about you? Are you into butt stuff?
Oh my god, I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I've never had anal sex in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a good Christian woman. Just kidding. I have anal. Okay.
Isn't that the Shania Twain song?
Yeah. Man, I do feel like a woman. Yes, I do butt stuff, guys. Gays do butt stuff. We have rarely any other choice but butt stuff. And it's just so not fair that we were cursed and riddled with the life of being gay and the fact that we also have to douche if we want to have anal sex. Being gay is rotted and gutted and absolutely ridiculous.
So wait, you got to ask me.
Yes. Ask away. I'm an open book.
I get to ask you. Your dirty talk.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember when we were kind of game planning this whole scenario and going over stuff to talk about. I don't know if you have seen it, but there is a scene, viewers, from the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, and Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage gets down and dirty with his girl in the movie, and in the midst of everything happening, in the heat of the moment, homie is just like, "Oh, yeah, interesting," and motherfucker says,
What?
He says interesting while he is plunging. He says interesting while he is plunging his dick into his woman in the movie.
There's Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Who's already got the sex alert of a horse. Like,
well, this is like prime Nicolas Cage, like 90s.
he was never sexy.
I'm saying like prime in like his acting career.
Yeah, okay, but what I'm saying is like he has the sexual allure of a horse.
Bestiality is a thing.
Absolutely, and I'm not knocking that, but what I'm saying is he's not attractive at all.
I mean, it is a movie.
I'm sorry. You know what? That's not everyone. Everyone's got somebody out there. No, but interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, go. I'm gonna come. Okay. Interesting. That sex was very interesting. Thank you so much for that.
Just it's like a
If I ever had,
it's like a human representation of the color beige.
if I ever had a hookup buddy, a friend, a lover, a husband, a boyfriend, a life mate, and that's how they finished, I would be on an episode of Snapped.
The suspense of your climax
I would be on an
is
episode
killing
of Snapped. I would kill them. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
me. It didn't spill, so
I didn't spill the beer. Oh, I slammed my fist so hard. I'm sorry, I just thought it was an asshole.
Have you punched an asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Like not punched and like went in, but like punched and then pulled back, like Rocky Balboa.
No, like I've punched and gone in and then taken it out.
No, that's what I'm asking.
Like full insertion.
No, I'm saying like, have you ever just like
To an asshole? Not that.
So
Maybe like
it's like I hope you're all enjoying the visual representation.
if you're not watching the video, I've just demonstrated how to fist an asshole, which is really popular in gay culture now. All of a sudden, it's well, I shouldn't say it's more popular. It's becoming more mainstream, where like more people are experiencing it, which is very interesting.
I can't say I would ever want to get fisted.
I mean, not you, but would you fist a woman if she was into it? Because there's women who are into it. Anal and vaginal fisting. It's real.
I mean, I don't doubt that. Would I try it? I mean, at that point, I feel like if somebody asked me to do it, that means they had done it before, so it would be like a little easier to get in.
Okay.
But like, I can't.
Depends on how big the person's hands were
can't-
before. What if you had somebody with little hands and then you've got these big old meat mitts?
I can't imagine
Do you
being
have big hands? I don't know. I think my hands might be bigger than yours. They're about the same.
hand hugs.
Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Wheezy.
I can't imagine being like the first person like that person has asked, be like, I want you to put your entire fist in my pussy. So I'd be like,
wait a minute, hold on.
Do that?
If that was like you guys were doing dirty talk, like you're texting each other talking about like what you're into, and a woman says to you, I want you to put your entire fist in my pussy. How do you respond? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna please that woman? Are you gonna check that off the bucket list?
I mean, I feel like if I were to, I guess this goes for anybody. I feel like if if I were
I
to
just
someone-
want to point out to you that is not how you approach fisting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Think of it as fingering excels to fisting. So you go in with 1, you can go in with 2, you can go in with 3, you can start doing 4, and then once you get to 4, you kind of like you start
It just becomes karate.
it
Fucking
kind of, and then you do a little twisty,
fucking
and then once they get a little
pull
bit
their-
open, you can kind of like switch to this.
That sounds awful.
Don't knock it till you try it. My mother always taught me to try something before you
I feel
decide you don't like
I feel
it.
like at that point, if I have my whole hand inside of a person, I'm gonna feel like I'm hand mixing ingredients for a cake.
No, it's too tight. You're not. Wait, I was watching a new podcast the other day. These two drag queens, Bob the drag queen and Monet Exchange, have a podcast called Sibling Rivalry, and I was listening to an episode. It was one of their YouTube ones, and they're talking about fisting. Okay, hold on. I have to retell this joke that because Bob's talking about this one time he's hooking up with this guy and he's like fingering him, and the guy's like, "Oh, come on, like I can handle that. Give me 2." And so he's like putting 2 fingers in.
This
and
isn't
he's
my
like,
first
more.
rodeo,
Yeah. He's like, all right, give me more. So he's all right, I got the 4 fingers in, and the guy's like, like, will your whole hand just go in? And like his whole hand goes in. And he's like, okay, now like it's probably not gonna work. But like, you just try to put your other hand in. So he's like saying how he's like doing this where he's got both hands in, and then he's like, all right, now push deeper. And he's like, okay, yeah, push deeper. And he's like, so I'm up to my elbows with both. Your face right now. With both fists, and then the guy says to him, okay, now clap. Wait, I'm literally on the floor dying as she's saying this on the TV.
You know those little cymbal monkeys? They're just like...
Yes. That's literally... So she goes, I'm trying, I can't do it. The guy looks at her and goes, tight, huh?
What?
I was
so afraid of like,
I
touching
was
intestines.
I was so out of it. I was listening to her say this, and I'm like, "There's no way in hell that this is a real story."
That's the entire mic stand.
Wait. So then the co-host looks at her and goes, "You really did that?" And she goes, "No." The whole thing was made up. If you didn't hear that story and think it was completely unbelievable, congrats, you have a very open mind. That I'm sorry. A clap? What?
Real quick. Just because I know my portion of the story will be quicker.
Okay.
Going back to if somebody asked me to fist them.
Oh, yeah.
See, what I would be worried about is doing it, succeeding, and then them being like, okay, now fuck me. So it'd be like, I'm not going to do anything to you.
That's not true because it's muscle. Muscles expand and then they contract.
Is the contraction like that immediate?
No, but it's not like
Because like
you're not gonna fist somebody and then their ass is not gonna just stay open because it's so used to being closed. It's able to now expand open, but at its resting, it goes back to like being closed.
okay, that makes me feel a little better.
What I will say is, it is like open, like it's loose. It's not like it's a lot of air. A lot of air. No, don't you dare! Don't no. Don't do it. Breathe.
Okay, I'm crying.
Oh my god. Don't you dare.
Oh god, I'm crying so much I could just...
I said don't do it. I said don't do it. Oh my god. That was probably
on the topic.
on the topic of,
It's
queefing
so
and air farts.
It's
in
happened.
your
It's happened
vagina.
midway to me a couple times, and I have been so lucky in the sense that in the times that it's happened, both myself and
the person
just paused and just immediately started laughing.
Okay.
But one thing that was funny about that, well, not funny, but like fun and also like, oh, the laughter.
The who?
The laughter.
I heard lobster. Can you tell I'm hungry?
The laughter. If someone starts laughing really hard and you're still inside them,
Okay.
the muscle contractions feel great.
Oh, 100%. Next time you either do anal or vaginal sex and you're fully inserted, ask her to squeeze.
Is that Kegels?
Not even like Kegels. It's just squeezing. Just try to tell him to squeeze.
Okay.
It is very intense for both you and them. So
Okay.
here I am, just giving you all lovely bits of sex advice. Also, if you haven't done anal, like try. It's 2020. Get in there. If you're scared of a little poop, get a washcloth. Like,
If you're scared of a little poop, just wait till you have kids if you want kids. I don't have kids, but I have friends with kids. And
Ooh.
there's a lot
that'll be a topic for another
there's
episode.
a lot of poop.
We're not talking about children on the sex episode. Okay,
Or-
we're
or-
not doing that.
And that was the last of the poop talk. All right, I see you have your pencil out. I feel like you're about to drop some knowledge on me.
Well, I'm crossing off some of the things that we've talked about. Now, I wanna get into this, and this will probably be our
A closer.
not I would say our closer, but our opener, because this is gonna lead us into our second episode about sex,
Or sequel.
our sequel. Game on. Fetishes. What do you got? What do you want? What do you get? What do you have? What are you gonna try? What have you tried? Have you tried things that you were curious about and then realized that like it wasn't into you? You weren't into it. It wasn't the same. Something you still like really want to try. Tell me your dirty secrets, Alex.
I don't really think there's any fetishes that like I am like dying to try, but there's also a ton that I don't know exist, so that's also a factor.
This is true.
Like I'm down to like experiment with like positions against walls, aerial, public, you know, just like getting creative, but in terms
Okay.
I know like one boundary that I've made specifically was no foot stuff.
No foot stuff?
No foot stuff. I think foot stuff is so weird.
Really?
Yeah, I like.
Interesting.
I don't have anything against feet. Like I'll touch a foot. Like I give a mean foot rub.
You're going to rub my foot after this.
Sure. We'll do it. You want to do it right now? Just on air. We'll talk about it.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Maybe part 2. Maybe the sequel. This too close.
Too close.
I'm gonna have to push you back. But just like the whole like people who like suck toes and get foot jobs and stuff, I just
Doesn't
it's-
do anything for you?
It's just so weird to me.
Interesting.
It's so weird to me. I again, nothing against feet.
Uh-huh.
I don't have like a phobia or like.
That's probably one of the most common like Kingston fetishes is a foot fetish.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
It's not for me.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Foot stuff? Are you kidding me? I had like 16 people I could call if I ever want a foot rub. And then they'll suck my toes, massage me real good, and then I get to come. So it's just like a win-win-win-win-win.
Solid.
So in terms of like levels of kink, like where would you rate yourself on like 1 to 10?
Not very high, honestly.
I
But-
mean, I
But
know.
like I said, there's.
I expected that.
But you have to understand, like your level of knowledge from
Uh-huh.
1 to 10 versus my 1 to 10 is a very different spectrum.
Well, my knowledge only comes from trying.
But you also have. Yeah, I guess that's true. I got nothing.
Yeah, I only have the knowledge that I have because I'm a slut.
Yeah.
I only like that's the only reason why I know so much that I know is because I would just meet up with guys and do it and say like, I always just said like I like I said, my mother says if you don't try it at least once, how do you know you're not gonna like it? So I'll try anything once, maybe twice.
I mean, out of a 1 to 10, if we're going 1 to 10 on your scale,
No, I'm saying on a general kink scale of 1 being the most mild, vanilla, plain, quiet, get in, get out sex, and then 10 being the kinkiest, dirtiest, raunchiest,
like the Red Room kind of deal.
Yeah.
I might even be pushing it a little bit, but I would say like a 5.
Okay,
Right,
so you're like in the middle of the road.
Right in the middle.
You're not boring, but you're not great. Thank you for telling everyone you're not good at sex.
Put that on my resume. It's not a matter of not being good at sex. It's just like I'm not like I've never done like tying up or like I've never done shit like that.
That's child's play.
I've never done it.
Oh, I used to go to this guy's house. Oh
like,
my god.
I used to go to this guy's house. I've left bruises, like hands are on the neck kind of deal.
I used to go to this guy's house.
Airborne.
He would tie me to a massage table and edge me for 2 to 3 hours.
That sounds so interesting. Like interesting.
Interesting.
I almost said boring, but I was like, there's got to be more to it because, like, I've heard like edging is something I've actually heard of.
Yes.
But it just seems like such a long process. Like it's such a big portion of the day.
It is, and that's why I don't always do it. But edging is a really, really good way to have a super intense climax. Super intense. That orgasm when you come after like a long period of edging is the sweetest release.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep saying interesting now. I'm not even trying.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Fuck Nicolas Cage.
Because like there's people who do that to themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, how do you stay that focused?
Good porn. Water.
Like a solid storyline.
No, just like gay porn is worse than straight porn when it comes to acting.
You have to watch like the Lord of the Rings version of porn.
No,
like Lord of the Cock Ring.
That's probably a porn.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's got to be a porn. Lord of the Cock Ring.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's great. Gay porn has like there's facets to it. So like straight porn, there's always a storyline. It seems like there's always the delivery guy and she has no money, or he's there to repair something and she's at home alone in a negligee. Gay guys,
oops, my titty came out.
Gay guys, they're like gay porn. There is so many different ways it could go. It could literally just be like the camera's on and they just start having sex.
Okay.
There's like a little bit of like banter and dialogue sometimes, and then right into sex. There's a fake storyline where like the one guy is straight, the other guy is gay, and he seduces him in front of the woman. Sometimes it's like,
is that still considered cuckolding? Or is it
no, because
a reverse cuckold?
That's it's different than cuckolding.
Okay.
Then there was this one gay porn. If you're on Twitter and you're gay, you definitely know the really in front of my salad gif. So there's this porn, and this woman and her like boyfriend, the one actor, hire like a chef to come in and like prepare them food and stuff, or to like help the husband cook. And so he is doing this cooking lesson with this gay guy, and the gay guy's like obviously into him, and this guy's starting to like tell him that he's into him. So they just start fucking. And they like make a salad, and the woman's like eating the salad, and they're still going at it because there's like some divider for some reason in this kitchen.
So the woman,
and then the woman is eating her salad, and then realizes that they're having sex, and she goes, "Really? Right in front of my salad?" And then like storms away, and then they keep having sex because gay people don't care. If you interrupt me having sex, my mother walked in on me having sex, and I said, "Excuse me, there was music on and the door was shut. Get out!" And then I finished. I'm just a squirrel looking for my nut. If I'm starting it, I'm gonna finish it.
Not in front of my salad, or while I'm tossing it.
Do you toss salad?
I want to be clear here. Tossing salad is eating ass, right?
Eating ass, licking a butthole.
I have done it, but not as frequently as...
You have it done to you.
No, it's never been done to me.
Would
so.
you ever let a girl do that? A woman? A whole woman.
She's got to be brave. I'm hairy.
Yes.
I want to clear that up. I'm not saying I don't wipe my ass. I'm saying I'm hairy.
There's some guys that they won't wipe their ass.
What?
They won't wipe their ass because they think it's gay to touch their asshole. Yeah.
If you...
I swear this is a thing. There's women on Reddit who are asking, like, how can I get my husband to wipe his ass better?
Oh my God.
I know.
If you are,
I know.
If you are a dude...
Get a baby wipe. Some Cottonelle.
If you are a dude and you go to the bathroom and you make a poopy, you better clean your fucking asshole. My friends have been raving about bidets. Apparently bidets
A
are
bidet is
amazing.
great.
A
bidet is great, but if you can't get a straight guy to wipe his butt with some TP, you're not going to get him to use a bidet. It's shooting a stream of water at your butthole.
But it's
It's like getting your ass eaten.
But it's from a machine.
That means that it won't get tired.
That water bill, though. Vince, why is the water bill $700?
I don't know. I have no idea. Ask this shiny, clean, pristine bussy. I hate that word. I hate that word.
Did you say
bussy?
Bussy?
Bussy.
Is that
Yeah, boy pussy.
B-U-S-S-Y?
Mm-hmm. Bussy. Boy pussy. I hate that. I hate that. You're just a hole. You're just a hole.
Moral of the story. Gay, straight, or so on.
Uh-huh.
Wipe your ass.
Yeah, please wipe your ass.
If you expect to be eaten or if you're just going to the bathroom.
And wash your ass.
Just wipe your ass.
Wipe it. Wash it.
Don't be
Put some pine sol on it.
Baby powder.
Oh, yeah, you like to powder the pooch.
Yeah. Especially in the summertime.
It's been so long since I've gotten, like, heat rash from the summer. And
it's not heat rash. It just prevents the stick. You don't got to do, like, that weird, like, dance to unstick your balls from your leg.
Okay. Do your balls droop that low?
It's not a matter of droop. It's a matter of them getting stuck to your, like, my thighs. Like, I have big thighs. So just balls on thighs.
I'm just, like, I have bigger thighs than you. My balls never really get stuck. I guess with the underwear I wear, there's a little pocket for them. Keeps them nice and neat out of the way.
They never get stuck because there's literal fabric in between your skin. So no shit.
Okay. That's why I don't powder. There we go. Sorry. So, back to the spectrum of kinky.
Yeah.
You are dead in the middle.
That might be being a little
What
better.
is, like, the wildest, craziest, kinkiest thing you think you would allow yourself to do?
That I would allow myself
Yeah,
to do?
like, to experience with somebody. Like, if a girl said, like, I really want to piss on your chest.
So... would I let it happen?
Yeah, would you allow for this?
I feel like if it was like a random person,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
If it was like
A significant other of many
like
years.
someone I could confidently tell I love them on a daily basis,
Okay.
like
I love you even after you pissed on my chest
girlfriend
last
of many
night.
years, wife, a fiance, whatever. If they were just like, you want to try it?
Stepmom.
I'd be,
I'm sorry. That's like a big category for porn, right? Like
yeah,
guys
I don't
fucking their
know-
stepmoms.
I don't know why right now, but would I let it happen?
The step parent thing is sexy no matter what. For some reason, it's just there's always that
the
little
way
bit.
the way I see it is like my only stipulation is like if it were to happen, it would have to be like a long time significant other, not just like someone I met at a bar, which I'm not even into anyway.
I was gonna say you're really not into like I will fuck you after 5 minutes. This guy, you need to really wine and dine this guy over here.
I had one night stand ever, and
Did you cry after it?
No.
Oh.
I
thought you did.
No, I just felt stupid. I was like, that was dumb. Like, it's cool that we had sex and stuff, but like, that's stupid.
Thanks for the sex. Sorry it was a one night stand. Bye. Like,
It was just one of those things where it was
Interesting.
just like, it's just one of those things where it's like you get naked, you bang, you put your clothes on, and it's just kind of like, okay, see ya.
have you never see, like, that's just like a regular schmegular day for me. Is like, go to the house, take off the pants, do the sex, get the towel, wipe the cum, get out, go home. Sometimes I stop for like some food, worked up an appetite.
We are very different people.
All right. So obviously, like, the pissing on the chest was like, it was just an example. I'm asking you, like, if you were with whoever for 10, 15 years and you guys are trying to figure out a way to, like, switch it up in the bedroom, and she wants to do XYZ, what would be the wildest thing that you would do? The wildest.
Good question. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is just like sensory deprivation and like
So blindfolding.
blindfolding to start, and then just like
Wait,
binding.
you've never done that already?
I did, but it was just like a sleep mask. It was just like
Oh.
like bind. I'm talking like
Blindfold. One
binding,
time I went to go hook up
binding.
with a guy. I took his T-shirt and I ripped it apart and I used it to tie his arms and legs together and then made a blindfold with the sleeve. And I had him hogtied.
And then you robbed him
No,
of his
that's one of
innocence.
the reasons why I don't like to be tied up, is because I like control and I don't like the feeling of this person could rob me blind and then I have to pay the housekeeper or someone to come and untie me.
They're gonna rob you of your possessions and rob you of your innocence.
That's been robbed. Robbed. It's gone. So,
I would say like sensory deprivation and binding, like tie up.
that's the wild. Wow.
You're putting me on the spot.
I
Like,
know, and I feel
I haven't had time to like think about crazy shit.
You
Also,
said you didn't want to be prepped, so here I am spitballing the questions at you.
Yeah, you got me there. I mean, I'm just letting you know, like, this is where I'm coming from with no, like, I don't know, because there's a lot of shit that happens that I don't know. You know?
There is a lot of stuff that happens that you don't know. We're gonna
Mhm.
get into that. I'm really disappointed that you can't give me a better wild sex than you'd want to try. That's what I was hoping to end
here's-
this episode on.
Here is my rebuttal for that.
Okay.
The sequel. Present to me things that, like, I don't know.
Okay.
I will see if I'll do it.
We need to figure out a way to end this episode to lead into the next one. That can't be our transition.
Why can't it be the cliffhanger? What is Vince going to throw at me?
This ass.
in a circle.
Yeah, in a full circle, crop circle. I want to throw that ass in a crop circle. All right, part 2 is coming at you. We're gonna dive deeper into the world of kink. I'm going to.
We're gonna dive deeper.
We're gonna dive even deeper.
We're gonna dive elbow deep and clap
Bicep.
into the proverbial
Bicep.
the proverbial asshole.
bicep.
Ooh, why stop there? Just go for the full shoulder. Just go for the full Muppet.
There's somebody who probably is trying that at
I
this
wouldn't
moment.
doubt it.
There is a lot of people trying that. Absolutely. All right, so all right. This episode's going to end right here, and part 2 is going to pick up where I'm going to throw some kinks at Alex, see if he's either down to try them or if he even knows what they are, because there's a lot I learned this week about researching kinks, the certain names I didn't know existed.
Oh boy, if it's new to him, it's definitely new to me.
Oh, yeah.
So that being said, this has been our first video episode.
First video episode.
of Super Friends Sit Down. While we're looking at you, just want to say a simple shout out to our fan or fans in Ireland, because we
Again.
but we don't know how that happened. So like, please, like, DM us.
Please find us.
We actually do want to talk to you. Like,
Absolutely.
we want to know how this came to
I
be.
need to know who you are.
Please.
Need to know. And on that note, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.